Once upon a time, in a lush meadow nestled between rolling hills, there lived a diligent ant named Anthony and a vibrant grasshopper named Gregory. Anthony was renowned for his unwavering dedication to work and his meticulous planning for the future. Gregory, on the other hand, was a carefree and enthusiastic creature, content to spend his days singing and playing in the warm sunshine. As the sun rose higher in the sky, announcing the arrival of summer, the meadow burst with vibrant life. Anthony, driven by his instinct to prepare for the harsh winter ahead, began gathering food and constructing a secure storage chamber within his anthill. Tirelessly, he foraged for seeds, fruits, and grains, meticulously stockpiling them to ensure his survival during the long, cold months. Meanwhile, Gregory reveled in the joys of the bountiful season. He hopped from flower to flower, his melodious tunes carried on the gentle breeze. Whenever he encountered Anthony diligently laboring away, Gregory would pause to listen to his tales of preparation, but the carefree grasshopper couldn't fathom the need for such rigorous effort. He believed that the days of plenty would stretch indefinitely and that winter was a distant concern. Days melted into weeks, and weeks into months. While Anthony tirelessly toiled, Gregory basked in the pleasures of summer, his melodies echoing across the meadow. The ant tried to convey the importance of preparing for the future to the grasshopper, warning him of the inevitable arrival of winter, but Gregory simply laughed and merrily danced away, dismissing the ant's concerns. As the vibrant green hues of summer began to fade and the air turned crisp with the arrival of autumn, reality started to sink into Gregory's consciousness. The once plentiful meadow transformed into a muted landscape, and food became increasingly scarce. Anxiety gnawed at Gregory's heart as he realized the gravity of his folly. Winter was approaching rapidly, and he had made no provisions to sustain himself. On a chilly autumn day, with hunger gnawing at his insides, Gregory stumbled upon Anthony, who was tirelessly working, collecting the last remnants of food before the impending winter freeze. The grasshopper approached the ant with a heavy heart, humility in his voice. "I see now the errors of my ways," Gregory lamented, his voice tinged with regret. "While I danced and sang in blissful ignorance, you toiled and planned for the future. I have nothing to sustain me through the bitter winter, and I fear I may not survive." Anthony, though aware of Gregory's reckless ways, possessed a kind heart and understood the power of empathy. He regarded the grasshopper with compassion and, rather than chastising him, shared a portion of his carefully gathered provisions. "Take this food," Anthony offered, "and learn from this experience. It is never too late to change and grow." Throughout the long, biting months of winter, Gregory learned firsthand the value of hard work, planning, and the importance of finding a balance between work and play. He reflected on his past actions, vowing to amend his ways and become more responsible. With the arrival of spring, a season of renewal, warmth, and new beginnings, the meadow came alive once again. Gregory approached Anthony, this time bearing gratitude in his heart and a newfound determination to embrace a more diligent approach to life. He proposed a partnership, offering his assistance to the ant in gathering food for the upcoming winter. Moved by Gregory's transformation, Anthony welcomed the grasshopper's proposition with open arms. Together, they embarked on a joint effort, foraging and storing food, ensuring they were both adequately prepared for the unpredictable seasons that lay ahead. As they worked side by side, a bond of friendship blossomed between the industrious ant and the reformed grasshopper. News of their harmonious partnership spread throughout the meadow, inspiring other creatures to find their own balance between work and play. The tale of Anthony and Gregory served as a timeless reminder of the importance of hard work, planning, and embracing responsibilities, while still savoring the joys of life. From that day forward, the meadow buzzed with newfound purpose and vitality. The creatures understood that there is indeed a time for work and a time for play, and that by recognizing and honoring both aspects, they could lead fulfilling, prosperous lives in harmony with nature. And so, the story of the ant and the grasshopper became a legend, a tale passed down through generations, imparting its timeless wisdom upon all who heard it. It stood as a reminder that with diligence, foresight, and the ability to adapt, one could navigate life's challenges, finding success and happiness along the way. In the meadow where the ant and the grasshopper resided, a bustling community of creatures flourished. They observed the diligent ant and the lively grasshopper, intrigued by their stark differences in character and approach to life. Many admired Anthony's tireless work ethic, while others found Gregory's carefree spirit infectious. As summer enveloped the meadow, vibrant blossoms adorned the landscape, and the gentle hum of life filled the air. Anthony, fueled by his innate instinct to prepare for the impending winter, embarked on his daily routine of gathering food and fortifying his anthill. His commitment to his tasks inspired other ants, who joined him in the collective effort to ensure the colony's survival. Meanwhile, Gregory reveled in the joy of the sun-drenched meadow. His melodies resonated through the air, captivating the hearts of those who listened. His jovial nature brought smiles to the faces of his fellow meadow dwellers, as he encouraged them to embrace the present moment and savor life's simple pleasures. As the days grew shorter and the warmth of summer began to wane, Anthony's meticulous preparations intensified. With unwavering determination, he led the ants in storing enough food to sustain the entire colony during the long winter months. Their teamwork and synchronized efforts demonstrated the power of unity and shared responsibility. Gregory, ever the free spirit, observed the ants' laborious endeavors with curiosity. Although he acknowledged the value of their work, he struggled to resist the allure of carefree frolicking and joyful melodies. When Anthony approached him, gently urging him to consider the future, Gregory laughed off the notion, convinced that life was meant to be enjoyed without worrying about what lies ahead. As autumn painted the meadow in warm hues and a slight chill filled the air, Gregory's joviality began to waver. The once lush meadow transformed into a barren landscape, and the food sources diminished with each passing day. The realization of his unpreparedness dawned upon him, bringing forth a sense of urgency and concern. One fateful day, with hunger gnawing at his weakened body, Gregory stumbled upon Anthony, who continued his industrious pursuits despite the approaching winter. The grasshopper's face was etched with weariness and regret as he approached the ant. "I see now the folly of my ways," Gregory admitted, his voice tinged with humility. "Your diligence and foresight have led you to abundance, while I find myself empty-handed and hungry. I wish I had heeded your advice, dear friend." Anthony regarded Gregory with compassion, understanding the weight of regret the grasshopper carried. With a gracious smile, he shared a portion of his provisions, knowing that true growth lies in forgiveness and compassion. "Take this food," Anthony said, extending a tiny morsel toward Gregory. "May it nourish your body and teach you the importance of planning and foresight. Let this be a lesson that change is always possible, and we can learn from our past mistakes." As the cold embrace of winter enveloped the meadow, Gregory experienced firsthand the harsh realities of survival. In the solitude of the biting winds and snow-covered landscape, he reflected upon the choices he had made and the lessons he had learned. With the arrival of spring, nature emerged from its icy slumber, breathing life back into the meadow. A transformed Gregory approached Anthony, his heart filled with gratitude and a newfound determination to embrace a more balanced lifestyle. He proposed a partnership, offering his assistance to the ant in gathering food for the upcoming winter, knowing that their combined efforts would yield greater results. Moved by Gregory's transformation and recognizing the value of collaboration, Anthony welcomed the grasshopper's proposition with open arms. Together, they embarked on a remarkable journey, gathering food, sharing responsibilities, and fostering a spirit of unity among their fellow meadow dwellers. Their actions did not go unnoticed. Other creatures witnessed their harmonious partnership and the benefits it brought. Inspired by their example, a spirit of cooperation spread throughout the meadow, as creatures from different species collaborated to ensure their collective well-being. They understood that the story of the ant and the grasshopper was not merely a tale of work versus play but a testament to the power of unity, adaptation, and finding harmony in life's intricate balance. And so, the legend of Anthony and Gregory lived on, passed down through generations as a reminder of the wisdom it contained. It served as a beacon of hope and inspiration, guiding those who encountered its teachings to recognize that the journey of life is enriched by both hard work and joyful moments. By embracing a balanced approach, one could navigate the ever-changing seasons of life, nurturing not only their own well-being but also the flourishing tapestry of the world around them.